In the midst of Little Haiti, a grassroots organization called Gang Alternative has been servicing the people of this community for over 26 years. One of the many programs under the Gang Alternative umbrella is a program called Uplift Little Haiti. Within that network of community-based organizations, we will explore the various partners that work with Uplift Little Haiti.
Hello everyone, my name is Joanna Noel and we are here for a panel discussion on behalf of Gang Alternative. We're here with some of the key service partners and they're going to each talk about their roles with Gang Alternative and what it is that they contribute to the needs of the community. But before we do that, we'll just take a short break and we'll be right back.
Tout parent kap leve ti moun konnen que leve ti moun c'est yon bagay qui difficile. Sak pi difficile toujours, c'est pas quitter mauvais bagay, influencer petit. Parce que mauvaise influence gâte futur petit. Tout ti moun besoin d'un environnement qui positif, qui promoter bon bagay. Gang Alternative là, c'est programme ça même tout ti moun besoin. Gang Alternative là, c'est un programme total qui développer jeunes. Tout jeune à partir de 6 ans à 19 ans capable de faire partie du programme ça. La bénéficier la vie sociale yo, la vie physique yo, vie spirituelle yo et même l'école yo tout. Gang Alternative là parti ti moun pour demain.
Welcome back. We're here with Bryant, who is from the State Attorney's Office. We're also here with Monique, who is the Program Director of Gang Alternative. And we're here with Shirley, who is Care Coordinator for Uplift Little Haiti. So Bryant, what is it that you do? What exactly do you do for the State Attorney's Office?
Well, I'm one of the community outreach representatives for the State Attorney's Office, and I'm part of the Community Outreach Division. And our responsibility is to educate and raise awareness in the community about legal issues as well as the services that the State Attorney's Office offers.
Okay, and Monique?
Okay, so I'm the Program Director for Uplift Little Haiti Service Partnership. That's one of the programs that fall under Gang Alternative, and one of our roles is to provide services to children and families in need in the specific zip codes that fall within Little Haiti, which are 33127, 33137, 33138, and 33150. And we work with the schools in the area through the Educational Transformation Office with children who are experiencing difficulty because of absenteeism, difficulties with grades, or they may have difficulties with behavior.
And Shirley?
And pretty much on what Ms. Monique said, I am the Care Coordinator with the Uplift Little Haiti and Gang Alternative. And what I do is also provide services to the families. I take on the role of doing the intakes, partnering the families with the service providers to ensure that they receive the services that they're supposed to receive when they need it.
Okay, now we did learn in this series what exactly a service partner does, but what exactly do you do as a service partner for Gang Alternative?
Well, the State Attorney's Office, we are the lead prosecuting agency in Dade County, and we have a lot of resources as far as legal issues, as far as crime statistics and that kind of thing. So if there's anything that we can provide to Gang Alternative, then we will. For instance, when we first started the partnership, Monique asked me if I could assist with crime statistics in the particular zip codes that she referenced earlier. So we did. And again, if there's any other resources that we can offer for Gang Alternative, whether it be for Uplift or any family resources or what have you, then we're very happy to assist in that, for that as well.
Okay.
And one of the things that Bryant also assists with in being one of the partners, like he said, providing the data, which Gang Alternative used for community needs assessment, which we had done in Little Haiti, which we're finally wrapping up. It's the first of its kind. No one had ever really done a real community needs assessment that actually spoke with the residents that lived in the area and experienced Little Haiti for themselves. So the State Attorney's Office was key in providing that information for the zip codes that we requested, and as well as participating in community events, letting the community know about their services, and as an organization we're able to bring the community together and bring these partners, bring these providers to them so that they can access the services and get their needs met as well.
Okay, so as you as the program director, what role do you play?
Well, that's a part of one of the roles,
Right.
is bringing together those partners who have the services that are necessary for the community. So doing outreach, meeting these partners, finding out exactly what's out there, and then also kind of being the face of the program so that if there are services, there are providers, there are access to information and networks that the community needs, being that point of contact to bring those resources together. And the whole purpose is to create an umbrella of services that, you know, helps meet the needs of the families in a more comprehensive and complete way.
Now, Shirley, I know you're a care coordinator, so you work directly with the family.
Yes.
What do you see day to day, if you can just elaborate on your role?
My job is to make sure I execute that. If a family comes in and they need assistance with food, they need assistance with emergency cash assistance, my job is to make sure that I plan it out according to the family and make sure that it's done correctly.
And one of the key roles that our care coordinators have is not only providing the services to the families and helping link them to those services, but also assisting them with accessing those services. Correct. One thing that we found with, especially in the Little Haiti community and a lot of communities where there are great needs, is that people not only don't know what services are out there, but they don't know how to access them. And then you add to that sometimes a language barrier or some fear because of immigration issues, not being able to access those services or being afraid to. That's one of the roles that our care coordinators play. Hand-holding, walking families through a service. So if they need to take a mom, down somewhere to apply for something, they'll do so. If they need to get on the phone with DCF to help apply for public assistance, they'll do so. So not just a passing of paper type of referral. This is a real hands-on, targeted, specific care coordination service. So that's why we wanted to make the distinction between traditional case management. Our care coordinators are actually there with the families, and they become, an essential part of that family as we usher them through, the difficult time that they may be facing. We even have families that, once their cases are closed, they still come back if something new comes up because they remember the connection that they've made with the care coordinators, and they've made so much of an impact with that family.
Now, what are some of the needs of this particular community? Because I know, Bryant, you said earlier that you provide maybe statistics, like crime statistics, and you see cases, I'm assuming?
No, actually, our division part of our division works with cases, but I don't work with cases in particular. What we tend to do is we offer a variety of services that include seal and expungement of services, victim witness services. If anybody's a victim or a witness in a crime and they need services, we assist them with that. And we also assist with any child support assistance as well. And we also have other programs as far as identity theft, anything having to do with any legal issues that the community is facing as a whole. In Little Haiti, if there are, if anybody needs any assistance with those things, we try and make ourselves accessible. We have office hours. I, myself in particular, have office hours at St. La and also at Edison Community Center to make ourselves available to the public. And if anybody wants to ever come speak to the State Attorney's Office or have any questions for us, they don't have to go downtown. They can come see us at any one of those locations. Just we're just an additional resource to the community. In this instance, it happens to be Gang Alternative, but we're there for the community as a whole. We are the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office, and we're here to service the county as a whole. So.
Right. So what needs do you see in the community? What does Little Haiti need?
So Little Haiti is a community that does have a lot of needs. Specifically, it's a very, statistically, it's a very poor area. We have a lot of people who live below the average income, the median income level for the state of Florida. One thing that we've found through our needs assessment process is that there's limitations as far as employment is concerned, there's limitations as far as access to quality education is concerned, and all of those things have such a profound economic impact on the community. One of the things about Gang Alternative is that we specifically work traditionally with youth, so we have a lot of children that come through our programs, whether it's our after-school program or whether it's our youth enrichment programs where we work with the middle and high schoolers, and then now also with our service partnership where we work more with families, which is a new addition to the Gang Alternative portfolio. One of the things that we see is that through the children, we're able to reach their families and to understand what their families' needs are, what the families are facing. And a huge part of that is employment. A huge part of that is housing, safe and stable housing. So not just staying with someone, but having a home of their own that's a little more stable. Because, of course, if you're staying with someone, they can always tell you to leave at any point, and we see that a lot, especially through the service partnership. So we do a lot of housing assistance, housing referrals, and contact with the housing agencies through the county and also through the city. And one of the other needs that we've found is that our children in our area specifically need tutoring, need special assistance, extra help meeting their educational needs, which is why Gang Alternative created, a free tutoring program, because that was a need that we were seeing, that we kept finding, and there were just no free resources that were available. And free resources are essential for a community that is having, significant economic challenges. So as a good community member, Gang Alternative said we saw a need and we filled that need, with having the tutoring available. So that's one of the things that we're doing here, is letting the families know that this assistance and this service is out there and available. But specifically with regard to the state attorney's office and one of the services that they provide, with the seal and expungement of records, pretty much everything is tied to your criminal background. So whether it's employment, finding a job, whether it's housing, especially if you need to submit a criminal background check, which tends to be the norm for housing in Miami-Dade, whether it's through subsidized housing or just in general, with any, landlord, people want to see your criminal background. And with records in the state of Florida, arrests, things like that, stay on your record for a long time, and people may not even be aware. That was a conversation we were having before. People may not even be aware that things from 10, 15, 20 years ago are still sitting on their record, barring them from access to employment or housing or anything. So having that service available, being able to expunge those charges or being able to expunge those arrests could open so many doors for families. So that's one of the reasons why we try to highlight some of those services for the community.
Yeah, and I'm assuming finding all of that stuff out when you didn't know that you had those things on your background can be pretty surprising. You might have thought maybe those things maybe disappeared in the past, or they've been erased, but they're still there.
It's not like a credit report, absolutely.
Right.
It's not like a credit report where it'll fall off. Absolutely not. It's something that you have to actively work to get rid of. And Bryant can speak more to that.
Of course, and there's a lot of people that we're finding out there's a lot of people that just don't know. And then about the process and about, just how long things stay on your record, or if they ever even do come off their record. There's a lot of things that people don't know, and that's why we are here to educate people and raise awareness at the seal and expunge events that we have. We have them monthly, but again, we also do that process at the office hours that we have. If anybody ever wants to seal and expunge something, you don't have to wait for one of those events. You can come to the office hours, and we will assist you through the process. And we literally hold your hand throughout the entire process until you mail off the application. So we're there, and all our services are free. So we're just there to assist with the process and try and help and answer any questions that anyone may have.
Now, I know you mentioned kids, and we see a lot of what's going on with the families through the kids. Do you see maybe behavioral characteristics or certain things that you see through the kids? Do you see that plays a role in what's going on with the families? Or
Yes, we see a lot of that, especially in the Little Haiti community. Most of the families, the reason why they come to Gang Alternative because they don't understand. They don't know that, by coming to us, we can assist them, as Ms. Monica mentioned, we are partnering with a lot of service providers out there, so we can make referrals for their child if they have a behavioral issue, if the parents see they're misbehaving in school, because those are some of the things that we look at to assist them to make sure that we catch it then, so they don't end up having the background and having to go to Brian so he can, do the still and expungement, because some of these kids that are committing these crimes, they don't even know. What's the saying? Oh, when you're 18, it doesn't really matter, because they thinking anything that they do as a minor, it won't show up, but it does show up, and that's some of the things that we educate these kids on as well too. But with the behavior, we have seen it's becoming, a great deal in the Little Haiti community, especially in the elementary schools and the middle schools. And some of these parents, they don't know what to do. They think, oh, no, this child is just acting up now. But no, that acting up now leads a long way later on in life for the future. So at Gang Alternative, me as a care coordinator, my job is to assess the family, look at the type of behavior that the child is exhibiting, and see where can I refer this child so that they can get the, the therapy or the mental health treatment that they may need to assist them in modifying their behavior or assisting them to get on the right track.
Right. Or also even just referring them to an activity that the child can do. So one of the things, a couple of the programs that we have at Gang Alternative is, youth enriching, youth development programs for not only our middle and high schoolers, but also for our elementary school students on Saturdays. So just a positive environment. We are a faith-based organization, so there's a faith-based component to some of these programs as well. And it's just positive reinforcement, social skills development, praise and worship, and giving the kids a safe space to be. Parents, know that their children are safe as well. We do tutoring, we do homework assistance, and sometimes that's what it takes, especially when children are behaving or acting out. There's always a root cause, and just trying to get to the bottom of that and helping the family through that process.
We've had a great discussion so far. We're going to take a short break, and then we're going to talk to our other key service partners that we have here in the studio.
The idea of a service partnerships brings a multitude of organizations together that specialize in particular areas, and we bring all of these people together for the purpose of advancing the community as a whole.
Yo fait bagay pour communauté ya, pour aider résidents que nous gagnons, pour vivre, pour fonction, ça fait de tous les jours si on a un programme genre de bagay ça ni pour tout monde tout.
Programme nous travaille avec police, nous travaille avec gouvernement, nous travaille avec clinique, nous travaille avec tout partenaire pour nous faire communauté en côté qui plus safe.
What we try to do is reach out to the parents. We're looking for parents that are proactive.
So c'est plusieurs organisations qui travaillent ensemble pour supporter famille.
You got to be looking at issues such as job creation and business development. You have to be looking at civic engagement and getting people involved in the neighborhood.
Oui, nous disons qu'il y a un pile changement qui opère dans la communauté avec l'organisation comme Femmes Haïtiennes dans Miami, avec HACDC qui c'est Little Haiti Housing Association, et aussi avec Uplift No Little Haiti.
Ça a passé à cause de projet ça avec l'autre building ça qui tout neuf dans zone là, ça vient faire zone là vient plus bien développé et plus belle.
Et tout ça c'est dans le but d'aider la communauté, tout ça c'est dans le but pour nous permettre si moun grand moun famille dans le Haïti yo et gagne aller mieux.
Welcome back. We're here with two new key service partners from FIU. We're here with Shayla and Sophia. So if you could just give us a background a little about what it is that you do.
Sure. Okay, so we're from the FIU, Herbert Wertheim College of Medicine, Green Family Foundation Neighborhood Health Program. Our program, Neighborhood Health, is a unique initiative through the College of Medicine where we have an approach to bringing better understanding of someone's health by addressing all the other issues that can affect health. So we're a College of Medicine, we have medical students and faculty members who are doctors, but we don't just come to you talking about how to make you healthier regarding your health. We address social services, your social service needs, law, nursing, public health. We look at everything else in the hope that we can help you focus on your health. And we do so by bringing to your home the outreach team, medical, nursing, social work, and when needed, law. And we do this at your home. You just don't have to come to us. You can come to our doctors at our facilities when needed, but we come to you. And that's what is amazing about the Green Family Foundation Neighborhood Health Program.
And we also have, in addition, for individuals who are uninsured and undocumented, we have our mobile health center that's parked at different areas in the communities that we service. So that includes North Miami Beach, Hialeah, Miami Lakes, and so if someone is undocumented or doesn't have insurance, they can receive services at that site. We also have our health district center located at the Department of Health on the 3rd floor. So if someone, again, is uninsured or undocumented, they can receive services at that location. These services include primary care, behavioral health, so mental health services, as well as specialty care services.
Okay, so how does this play along with Gang Alternative?
The way our partnership is and we're so grateful to Morky and everyone else at Gang Alternative for including us in the Uplift partnership, is that we attend the monthly coalition meeting and give our input as to what we see the issues are in the community. In addition to that, when someone is identified by one of the case managers from Gang Alternative as needing our program, we receive a referral. In order for someone to be welcomed into our program, you have to be referred by a partner, an organization such as Gang Alternative, with which we've established a partnership. So we receive a fax, and within a short period of time, we reach out to the person, and our outreach team goes into the home. And she'll tell you about what we call a vetting process consists of.
Sure. So once we receive the referral, 2 members of our outreach team goes out. They're community outreach specialists, and they go and present the program to the household. So at that point, once we do the presentation about the program, you don't have to sign up. At that point, you can hear information about the program, and we have a term that we use that's called not ready. So at that point, if they don't want to continue or want to have some more time to think about being a part of the program, we can label them as not ready. But if a household wishes to continue with the program, we can sign them up right then and there. So it can be anyone in the household, any age. There's no cost to the program, and you can be in the program as long as you want, because the program is a part of like medical students and nursing and social work curriculum. They think after the students graduate, then they're no longer in the program. You have the option to have a new student group or just be an outreach-only household, meaning you don't have a student group, you're just assisted by the outreach team.
And what we do when we go into the home, once we explain the program, immediately we start exploring what are the underlying issues that affect the health. Sometimes the need of the person that invited us to be into their home and their household member is about their health, but sometimes it's not. It's about that they are dealing with something related to their housing issue or the mortgage issue. Sometimes it's about education. They don't know how to get from the public school system for their children what they need because of advocacy issues. Sometimes it's mental health, sometimes it's food access. So after explaining the program and someone says, yes, I would like to be in the program, then we explore the urgent needs.
And that's one of the reasons that we refer families to this program, especially if they present to us at the Service Partnership with a health need, because we do understand that there's so much more going on than just the physical manifestation of their health issue. And it's such a great program for our families. They walk them through, they provide the additional assistance, and then for us on our end, as we link families to services, because of the level of interaction that they have with families, they can actually follow through with those links to make sure that the services are actually in place. So not that you're just referring out or assisting with access, but that they're obtaining the service and that it's having a benefit. And for their program, they're seeing it through their family's improved health with their issues.
Because our program is available, yes, someone has to be referred to our program by a partner, and they have to live in certain areas because we're not able to serve Broward. We serve Miami-Dade County. There are certain sections, more of the North Miami, Hialeah, Miami Gardens, Opa-locka, Overtown, Little Havana, all North Dade, and a small section of South Miami. We're able to offer this program to the community. We don't put limits as far as age, income, or immigration status. We do not ask these questions. We don't care whether or not someone has documentation because we're able to offer these services.
So, Monica, I know we spoke to a lot of people today. If you could just kind of, in a summary, explain what it is that all these service partners do together.
Okay. So, and just following up to lots of the discussion that we had, what our partners do is that they bring their special skill sets to the table to help meet the needs of the community. And as a service partnership, it's our goal to just improve that service array for families, and one of the ways that you can improve the services that are out there is knowing what the families need, knowing what the community needs. So, you know, going through our needs assessment process, asking those questions, getting that feedback from the community, and then taking that information and broadening and, you know, improving that service array that's available so that we can have great places to refer families to. Our partners know that there's a place where they can come to get information about what the families need, in addition to what they're seeing in the community. And also just to make sure that we stay in touch with what's going on the ground level with all of our families, and making sure that their needs are met, that they can provide, you know, safe, healthy homes for themselves and for their children.
Thank you so much, Mornike. Thank you, and thank you. And I thank all the other service partners for being here today. Like I said, it was an opportunity for the viewers to just understand what it is, what roles that the service partners play. So I just want to thank everyone for watching.
We've been working at this for about four months right now. We realized as an agency and as a service partnership that it was a greater need that the community needs. One of the things that we decided to do, instead of trying to figure out what the community needs, we wanted to go to the community. So we spent the last 4 months knocking on doors, doing youth surveys, doing adult surveys, doing parent surveys, doing teacher surveys. We also had a community outreach. What we found out in gathering all the data from South Florida Behavioral Health Network, from DJJ, the Children's Trust, 211, various other organizations that came here to share their information. So we're here discussing it to find out what's the priority of the community. What are the top 3 priorities of the community at this point? We want to serve the community to have an effect in the community. None of this could happen with just one agency or 2 agencies or the government. It's going to take a collective approach to do this whole process. That's include the community-based organizations, it include the churches, it include the government, it include law enforcement. We're asking everybody to support this project so we can help our community to be a better community.
My name is Joanne Millord. I'm the Executive Director of Northeast 2nd Avenue Partnership, located in Little Haiti. We are here with Gang Alternatives doing a community needs assessment for the families in Little Haiti. I've learned about what are the focuses and that safety is the most important thing to the families living here in the area.
And I came here with the expectation of learning more about the community asset map that was done in Little Haiti, because I come from a community background. I'm a social worker, and I learned about all the different stakeholders and the needs that are the needs of the community. So what I plan to do with the information that I learned here today is think about all the resources that FIU can provide, like the medical students who can provide that primary care, our faculty doctors, our behavioral health team, and more importantly our outreach team that focuses on the social determinants of health. We're already currently partners with Gang Alternatives, and we plan on using our resources to make sure that the needs of this needs assessment are fully met.
I'm here at the Gang Alternative workshop, and what Catalyst is getting out of the workshop is a whole lot of wonderful information pertaining to community asset mapping for Little Haiti. I'm
here today at the Gang Alternative Needs Assessment Seminar, and believe me, I've learned a lot today, because some of the things that I learned today, especially from the young people concerning the use of social media, also the need for more multi-service agencies within the community to reach out to the population. I think it was very helpful.
I think what's really come to the fore is that the community has a voice, and that they need to be empowered to be able to share that voice, and that the key stakeholders really need to listen to that. And that's the way we're going to be able to assist and help this community, is by listening to what they need, not what we think they need.
Tout parent kap leve ti moun konnen ke leve ti moun se yon bagay ki difficile. Sak pi difficile toujou, se pa kite mauvais bagay influencer petit yo. Parce que mauvais influence gâte futur petit yo. Tout ti moun besoin yon environnement qui positif, ka promoter bon bagay. Gang Alternative là, c'est programme ça même tout ti moun besoin. Gang Alternative là, c'est un programme total qui a développé jeunes. Tout jeune, à partir de 6 ans à 19 ans, capable de faire partie du programme ça. La bénéficier la vie sociale, yo, la vie physique, yo, vie spirituelle yo, et même l'école yo tout. Gang alternatif là, parti Timon.